we'll bring you the latest entertainment news from all the way around the world to the Cowboy State in this week's edition of What's the Scoop? Well, only one can wear the crown. Over the weekend, 51 women competed for the title of Miss USA 2014 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Among those women, our very own Lexi Hill from Gillette. Here's a recap of the competition and Lexi's experience.
Lexi Hill, 20, Gillette, Wyoming!
Wyoming's very own competing for the coveted title of Miss USA.
It was like I was living in a dream, honestly. You could just hear the crowd, and honestly, backstage, whenever it started, and you could hear everybody screaming, and I instantly had goosebumps.
After swimsuits, evening gowns, and question and answer round, it came down to North Dakota and Nevada.
And Miss USA 2014 is Nevada!
But win or lose for Lexi, being in attendance was an accomplishment itself.
I was so disappointed after finals night, and it didn't go as planned, and I've had so many people come up to me and just say, it was a big accomplishment, even getting there. And I think that's really what it comes down to is, yeah, maybe I didn't win, or maybe I didn't place as high, but the whole experience of being in Baton Rouge, of being with all those amazing women, and having that experience is something that not very many people get to say they do. So it was honestly just such an amazing experience, and I wouldn't have changed it for the world.
And of course, Lexi says she couldn't have done it without the Cowboy State at heart.
So I think just being able to represent Wyoming as a whole is something that I'll cherish forever. Obviously, thank you to everybody who supported me.
And Lexi is back in Laramie, where she attends UW. She plans to focus on school and travel to Australia later on. Well, moving on, 3 major announcements this week in the world of television and movies. But first, get ready to board the Magic School Bus. Scholastic Media bringing back the popular show with a new series on Netflix to be called The Magic School Bus 360 Degrees. The new series will be a modern take on the classic book and TV series that follows the adventures of a teacher, her class, and a school bus with magic abilities. That's set to launch in 2016. And 20 years later, it's back. Another sequel to Disney's Lion King, and they're calling it The Lion Guard. But you won't find this one on the big screen. The Lion Guard will be a sequel series aimed at a younger audience. It is set to debut in November 2015 on the Disney Channel. All right, not just Lion King celebrating 20 years, Dumb and Dumber releasing its movie trailer for Dumb and Dumber 2. 20 years later, the two, they're back at it again, but this time in search of their long-lost children. But you have to stick around for the end of the show to see the trailer. All right, that wraps up this week's edition of What's the Scoop, but stay with us. We'll have that trailer when we come back.